Welcome to the 2025 Peace Poster Winners Announcement. I'm Diane Oldham. I am the Secretary of the Larchmont Lions Club and also the District Co-Chair of the Peace Poster Contest. Before we start, I want to give a shout out to LMC Media for their continued support of this contest and also the Lions in general, and especially Mike Witch, who has volunteered again to videotape this event, so it'll be up on their site. So thank you, Mike. I also want to thank the Larchmont Library for hosting this. They will be celebrating their 100th anniversary in 2026, as will the Lions. So look out for our celebratory events that are going to be out throughout the city. It's often said that art gives us meaning and helps us understand our world, and that's exactly what the Lions International Peace Poster Contest is all about. Each year, 11 to 13-year-olds worldwide share their vision of world peace through art based on a specific theme. This year's theme was Together as One. Our local competition included the French American School, Rye Neck Middle School, St. John and Paul School, Jordan Cardinal O'Connor School, Central School, and Hommocks Middle School. Winners and runners-up from each of the schools were selected by a panel of judges, including Carrie Federspiel, who's here, so if you disagree, she's the one you talk to. I had nothing to do with it. I just put the posters on the table. Nancy Jolson and Lena Pasquale. The winning posters from each school, which are here, will be entered into the international competition with the winner announced in the United Nations in the spring. Now this year, in addition to the Lions certificates, the teachers and students will also receive Lamont. Lamont is our mascot, and you may have seen him around the community at various community events. He's also marched in parades in various sizes, and he's been in a lot of print material, and you may have even seen him as a scarecrow on Mamaroneck Avenue. This little fellow this year is the Peace Poster Lamont, and he is going to be celebrating your participation in the contest this year. Okay, with that said, the contest would not be possible without the support and the help of the teachers. I have worked with many of these teachers for many years, and I am always very surprised and happy with the dedication they have to this contest. It's inspiring, and it's been a pleasure to work with them. Now for the winners. And I will tell you, the posters this year, I mean, Carrie could attest to this, the judging was difficult. There were so many wonderful posters, and it was really hard to pick one, especially knowing how difficult it is to do a poster like this, expressing a theme. So the winners, now if I call your name, would I like, first of all, may have all the teachers come up and stand next to the posters. When I announce the winners, they will come, the teachers will turn around the poster, and the winners will come up, get their certificate and little Lamont, and stand next to the posters. Got enough room? From Central School, Spencer Weinstein. From Hommocks Middle School, Mya Fennell. And, if you could stay and stand next to your teachers. From John Cardinal O'Connor, Jake Loftus. I keep forgetting Lamont. Okay. From the French American School, Alice Zigrand. I'm glad that stayed on. To keep that thing on that board was not easy. From Rye Neck Middle School, Sophia Cardasis. And from St. John and Paul School, Grace Blanc. we all know a lot of effort went into all of these posters. And like I have done in the past, I have asked the teachers to say a few words. And if the students would like to, you're welcome to say it. There's no pressure. If you don't feel like speaking, that's fine. I'm going to start on my right with three teachers, Angela, Trisha, and Victoria, who have been with me for many, many years, and they're kind of old hands at this. So, Angela?
Hi, I think I've been doing this for almost 11 years. Grace happens to her sister actually won the contest in 2017 for St. John and Paul as well. So this year, because it was a together as one, we talked about how peace can unify everyone. And we delved into all the different ways that we can portray peace, and not just as just with words. We tried to really talk about how you can portray without using any words, because part of the contest is not using words. You're not allowed to put any words on your poster. And so it was a lot of discussions of how you can portray that. The students also find a lot of inspiration from past winners. So I open up the Lions Club and find a whole bunch of past winners for them to use. But it's a really great topic just because of the world we live in today. It's great to talk to the kids about peace and how you can portray peace, and how peace is something that we really want to strive for in the world.
I'm Trisha Appel, and I teach at Rye Neck Middle School, and this is, I think, our 10th year that we've been doing this contest. So each year it's a different theme, very similar things we do, similar things, the teachers and I, helping the students to brainstorm and come up with ideas. And I show past examples too, and we talk about the themes that they had, and then how you can take inspiration from another theme and see what students visually did, and how you can also use that to connect to the new theme. And it's really interesting to see their own visions of peace and what they come up with. And sometimes they're so similar between classes, and it's just really exciting because some of them get a little nervous when I show them some of the past winners that are the grand prize winners, but then they really get into it and they start talking with each other, and it's just, they independently go off on their own and have like a really great time, and it's just amazing to see what they come up with and their creative ideas. So I'm very proud of all my students, and it's exciting. I can't wait to look at all the other winners over here too, and looking forward to next year too, and seeing what all the creative ideas that everyone comes up with. Sophia, do you want to say something about yours? Yeah, you want to say it now? Yeah. I love it. You'll say something better than I said.
Thank you, Ms. Appel and the Lions Club, for this opportunity. To me, peace means coming together as one and everyone trusting each other, even if you come from different parts of the world. I used this in my poster where I showed people coming from different countries to create one message, which was love. I also like the homophone of peace, so I used pieces of a puzzle to represent the idea of peace.
I am Victoria Rolett from FASNY. This is my 8th year doing this. It's always exciting trying to find new and creative ways to inspire the students to create original posters, and also to do something that they find really interesting. My students spent a lot of time outside of class working on these, so it had to be something they were really interested in. Alice really likes drawing people, and you can see that she used that in her poster to help represent that theme of together as one.
I think that peace can only really happen if we all accept each other's differences. And I tried adding that to the poster by adding all the different continents on their dresses in each different unique designs.
Hi, I'm Sister Jeannie Humphries. I am the principal of John Cardinal O'Connor School in Irvington, New York. We serve students from all over the Archdiocese of New York who have special learning needs. And Jake is one of our students who has been with me for this is my 4th year. This is also his 4th year at our school. And he is a very hard worker. And I think his poster really shows the piece about the fact that we talk about community, we talk about kindness, and we talk about doing what you love. So I'm going to have him speak now about how he sees peace.
Thank you for having me for this peace poster contest with the theme of Together as One. I drew my picture as huddle with people putting their hands together. This shows me that we can get along with each other and have fun. At all my basketball games, we put our hands together and say 1, 2, 3 and shout our team's name. This makes me excited and feel part of a group. Being part of a group helps me feel good about myself. At my Catholic school, JCUS, John Connor School, we have the motto of choose kindness, which is what God wants us to do always. So we try our best to be peaceful with one another. I hope and pray peace comes to our world.
Hi, everybody. My name is Eileen Zucker. I am the assistant principal at Central Elementary School. I cannot take credit for any of this because our amazing art teacher, Nancy Revich, really walked Spencer through his ideas and helped him figure out how he wanted to portray peace for everyone, no matter where you're from, no matter your identity. And I think he did such a beautiful job representing what we hope that all of our students leave Central School knowing that they belong and that everyone else deserves to belong and have dignity as well. Spencer. I know he prepped, otherwise I wouldn't force him to.
Hi, thank you for coming. My name is Spencer Weinstein. I had a lot of fun making this peace poster. I use watercolors, crayons, markers, and colored pencils. When I think about peace, it reminds me of the world coming together as one. I think about people all over the world being kind and respecting each other's differences. I hope my poster reflects on my feelings about peace.
Hi, I'm Alysha Hortsman. I'm one of 3 art teachers over at Hommocks Middle School. While Hommocks has been participating for a number of years, this is the first year that I have participated with students. And I have to say that I'm very impressed with the students that took additional time out of their busy schedules and all of their commitments in order to put their vision and their voice out there. And Mya has done a wonderful job of really doing this independently primarily, but checking in about her ideas and her thoughts and the process and the materials. It has really been wonderful to work with a student that is just intrinsically driven and excited to be a part of our larger community. So congratulations, Mya.
I am so grateful to have been recognized like this. Thank you very much. I think art is very important to this world. And this piece means a lot to me because art is more than just learning a skill. It's telling a story and portraying a message. The theme for this year was Together as One, and I illustrate this theme by including many flags and places around the world, but just one Earth, because all of our different cultures, religions, and preferences all go together on one Earth. It is an honor to represent my school in this competition and to share my hope for peace with our community. Thank you again.
Thank you all. This has been a good year. Usually, I'm the only one that talks, and that can really be bad when you're doing an event like this. I thank you all, and congratulations again. And in addition to what you've already received, our government leaders have prepared certificates of achievement for all of you. Steve Otis is here. We have two here. Steve Otis, New York State Assemblyman, and County Legislator Catherine Parker. And I will make sure that you get your certificates. We'll put them all together. Now, being we have two of you, would you both, well, you want to be a tag team or you want to do it separately? Better together.
I love this event that the Lions Club does. I think we should give applause to the Lions Club for really promoting this. And I always feel that the...
One second. Could all the runners up come up?
Sure. And these, I mean, the artwork is just absolutely incredible. And as we all know, those of us that do art, it can be very meditative. And when you are given a theme of peace and told to think about what the meaning of together as one is, as you're creating your poster, I think you're meditating on peace. And I think that's a really important aspect for children these days when there's so much discord in the world. So again, I'm so happy to be here. You should all feel so proud. You've done an amazing job. And I brought certificates of achievement from Westchester County because we're really proud of you. You know, we are, as the Lions Club has said, together as one, and Westchester County is like that too, whether you're a child, an adult, but we're really proud of what you've accomplished. Thank you.
So I have proclamations from State Senator Shelley Mayer, who couldn't be here, from the State Senate, and I'm Steve Otis, I'm the State Assemblyman. But I love these events, and I think that one of the things that you've all learned is the power of art and the power of communication, and posters can change the world. And I'm going to give you 3 examples. Example number 1 is when Barack Obama ran for president, he had a great poster that was artwork that said hope, and everyone, that poster will be remembered forever because it had a real impact and resonated with people. Another example is a different form of poster, but I live in Rye, and we have the Halloween window painting. And so years ago, so kids do Halloween window painting, and they had a theme one year. This is like 20 years ago, and the theme was recycling. So one kid did a thing that had a skull and crossbones with a recycling box in the middle, and it said, "Recycle or die." And so that was a poster that had some power and communicated some ideas. And then I was in Larchmont a few weeks ago and saw some artwork at one of the No Kings rallies. And so artists actually made really good posters. I have one right here. Someone did a little crown with the cross-out thing. And so even in political discourse of whatever perspective, art can help persuade people, and artists. I spoke to the woman who did this. She's an artist, and she had gotten up that morning, the morning of the rally, and she created this work of art that she then had out there right here by the train station in Larchmont. So congratulations to all of you, but you've learned, besides these are beautiful posters, you've learned the power of communication with your artistic skills, and may you take that lesson with you for the rest of your lives, the lives of creativity and love and of peace. Thank you.
I just want to recognize, I'm in my last few weeks as your county legislator, but in the back of the room is Ananth Nambiar, who is here and the incoming county legislator, so I'm sure he will be here with the Lions Club for all the activities going forward. Thank you.
Okay, in closing, I would like to introduce our club president, Lena Pasquale, to come up and Carrie Federspiel, who was one of the judges. Come on up, Carrie. They were happy with the results. You can come up.
Thank you, Diane. Dear Dear student artists, I want to say this to you, and I want to look you in the eyes when I say this. Your posters are incredible. They reminded all of us around the ability of thinking about what can be and how you see what can be when it comes to peace. And so our motto at the Lions Club is really serving. We serve. And we believe every act of service is an act towards peace. So I had the very difficult task of being on the selection committee along with Carrie. But I want to just say to all of you, thank you so much for putting your heart, your effort, and your love into these posters. Please know that we respect every single one of them, and to the teachers and families that supported them along the way, thank you for showing us what peace can truly be. I also want to say thank you to Diane. Where did she go? There she is. On behalf of the Lions, so if we have Lions in the audience, I am going to ask if you can stand and wave your hands up high, because this really is also an act of love on behalf of Diane. We have an incredible board, and Diane has really been leading the way with this peace poster contest. So on behalf of all of us, I want to say thank you for also extending your reach out to even beyond our local community here. What a beautiful, beautiful display of your commitment, Diane. So thank you.
So I'm Carrie Federspiel. I'm on the committee that helped choose the winners. And every year it's difficult, but I have to say this year I think it was the most difficult. I could not believe the quality of the artwork. It was amazing. I mean, it was the ideas, but it was the execution of those ideas and really bringing your ideas to life. And as you can see, each one of these posters are very different. And even though the teachers said that they looked at past winners and got some ideas, you can see that there was no copying. These are all very, very different. And it was inspirational, and I get a little teary-eyed. I mean, when you hear these kids talking about how they came up with their idea and what it meant to them and how they worked on it to bring that idea to life, it is very touching. And if you weren't touched, I don't know. So I just want to thank you all for all the work you put into this, to the teachers who make this happen and make sure that you are bringing this to your students so they have this opportunity, because it's an international competition. Can you imagine that? Kids around the world are doing these posters. So I think that that goes along with this theme as Together as One. So thank you again for all the work you've done here, and congratulations.
Thank you all for coming, and as I said, you're welcome to come up and take pictures, stay as long as you want. But thank you all, we'll see you next year.